How do you create space in your relationship with your spouse?
Oh, it's so good. You're going to want to make sure you listen right till the end, because we're going to give you a nugget on how to do it. Because the couples that we work with that are husband and wife teams, that either they work in the same business together or they're both highly successful running their own career paths, are coming to us struggling with trying to find time for getting it all done, right? They are go, 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 like hamsters on a wheel,
Yeah,
right?
and I get it. It's a to-do list. It's the task list. It's the things you feel like you've got to be doing, and you got to be filling up your time all the time. But I think it's so important that we take a pause and ask and understand how we can create some space in our relationship so we can recognize exactly where we are at and how we got there and celebrate what we've been doing that's getting us here.
But here's the biggest thing, and we struggled with this as well, is, okay, so, because as soon as you said that, I can hear our clients go, what now? Like, we don't have time in our day to get everything done, and now you want us to pause? Like, it seems like a oxymoron to be able to ask them to do that. So,
Yeah, well, I'll give you an example. We were working with a couple this week, and what was fascinating is the whole conversation we had was about where their focus has been, and where their focus has been both for their business and for their home life. And they felt that they were a little off in terms of being focused on the areas they felt. And what was fascinating is when we talked about taking pause and actually looking at and seeing where they are at in their business, they realized when they went back and looked at it, they had their best month ever this month. And it was fascinating when they paused and actually looked at the data. Instead of just going by, oh, my mind's busy, I got to keep going, I got to keep going, they actually realized, you know what? They were creating what they've been wanting to create in their business. And it's just fascinating to see that.
and what I've come to understand and identify with, both of us, is being high achievers, which is often the case for entrepreneurs, right? As well as those that are leaders in other organizations, is that we want to achieve constantly. And so we keep moving the goalpost further and further, and the to-do list gets longer and longer. And we never really sit down and say, okay, wait a minute, like to your point, how did we even get here? Like, look at all the stuff that we've created along the way. And then, well, it makes me think of, we met with another couple yesterday that we could just feel their energy. They are so amazing. And all it's going to take is a few synchronicities to help them really get into sync, to then be able to really soak in pausing and making more time for the things they want to do in their life rather than the things they feel they have to be doing right now.
Yeah, it's so true. I think that the sense I get sometimes is there's this sort of this vibration that's right below the surface that says, I need to be doing something. I need to be continuing to put my task list together or my to-do list together. And in some cases, it can even be like a bit of a competition in some ways, right? And particularly between us, because we have a little different in terms of our behavioral styles. Oftentimes, I'm the one that's saying, hey, let's put something into our calendar that actually says we will pause and rest here, right? And you love to do the to-do list. You're the high achiever and you want to keep going and keep going. So I would encourage you. Our thought for this week for you is, how do you get some time in your calendar, if that's the way you do it, or just to be able to stop and pause? Do you have some suggestions on what some things they could do?
Yeah, just carve out some time this coming weekend. The two of you to go for a 15-minute walk around the neighborhood and start thinking ahead for the week coming and just going, okay, what do we need to be doing differently, thinking differently in order for us to connect one time this coming week so that we can pause and feel like we're catching our breath? Because that's the momentum, right? Like then all of a sudden we can rest and then we just kickstart and move even further.
Yeah.
But often I think what struggles in our way is that we're having that constant theme of we're not doing enough. And I call it like the not enoughness, right? And so it's like, if we can start having that conversation from husband and wife and start recognizing, oh, I think we're going down that path, then at least that's when we're going to, let's go pause. Let's go take a look at everything that we have been doing and then reevaluate, because you could be also doing things that don't serve you in your business or even at home right now.
So true. And I find it's so important this time of the year as we move into the summer, schedules start to change. I know a lot of our clients are looking at, okay, maybe we pause or pull back a little bit or prepare for the fall, right? What do we need to do? So I think this is a great time. Take a look at your schedule, take a look at your relationship, understand your business and your work and your home life, and be able to take some time to create some space for both of you.
Enjoy, and we'd love to hear how it's going for you. Have a great weekend.
See you next time.
Bye for now.